The first pitch, the first out recorded at 6:40, and we're underway in Phoenix.
Well, they always say you better be ready to make a play in the first pitch of the game, and Gurriel was. Going to his right, he was sprinting over around the line, and almost as if he lost the ball at the very last second and swiped at it, and then made the catch.
Quickly, 1 up, 1 down. Here's the switch hitting Patrick Bailey, batting from the left side, and the first pitch is a strike called. Our first pitch time and temperature reports are brought to you by Y-Refi. Invest in America's future. Go to investyrefi.com. Outside of Chase Field, 98 degrees, partly cloudy here in Phoenix, as the 0-1 missed up and away. Very comfortable, though, inside. As such, the roof is closed and the panels are closed as we have the first homestand in the month of June. Nelson ready, the 1-1 pitch, and Bailey's going to take in off the plate. And the count in his favorites now, 2 balls and 1 strike.
That was the cutter we were talking about that he really likes this year. He throws that about 24% of the time. Just got that one a little bit too far inside.
Now the 2-1, that's going to be down low, also inside. And Bailey, a very hitter-friendly 3-ball and 1 strike count.
Yeah, time to make an adjustment now. The last 2 cutters off the plate inside, trying to keep it in on the hands of the lefty.
Here comes Nelson's 3-1 toss, and that is a strike call. That one grazing the inside edge. Nice adjustment there.
Yeah, just a regular 4-seam fastball, but he got it right on the corner. So you can see he's really trying to attack him on the inside part of the plate.
Really good numbers for Bailey, who is often discussed as one of the better, if not best, defensive catchers in the National League. 298 average, 4 homers. He's driven in almost 20. And now Nelson has the sign that he likes. 4 on the clock. Rocks and deals. And that is strike 3 called. Got him with a fastball in the bottom of the zone.
Boy, just an excellent pitch. A little bit on the inside part, but bottom of the zone, like you said, just locked him up. Those last 5 pitches have all been right on the inside part.
So with 2 outs and nobody aboard, here is the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Chapman hitting .233, 8 homers, and 27 driven in. Here's the pitch, and he will take a strike at the knees, and the count is quickly 0-1.
A lot of pop in the bat of Chapman. Like you said, 8 home runs, but he's capable of a lot more than that.
He's got himself quite the on-base streak. It's up to 20 games now as the 0-1 swung on, and that ain't going to extend it. Pop up left side of the infield. Blaze Alexander, who gets the start, makes the catch, and that will do it for the Giants here in the top of the first inning. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Giants 0. belts at foul left side. 1 ball and 1 strike here on Lourdes.
Lourdes sitting at 235 right now.
Ball is gone. Good start for Gurriel and the Diamondbacks. It's his 8th, and it's 1-0 in the bottom of the second.
Well, he got a slider. It wasn't like it was a cement mixer up in the zone. It was a little bit on the outside part, and he timed it perfectly and just got the barrel of the bat to it and just kind of right over the left field wall.
And with that trip around the diamond, stop by any Daniels Jewelers and say home run for your free team bracelet and $50 gift card toward any purchase of $99 or more. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream. And that brings up the lefty McCarthy. First one swung on, and it's fouled left side. The count, no balls and a strike. Working quickly ready as the 0-1 swung on. There's a liner foul towards third. Not a bad idea. But now McCarthy going to have to battle here. No balls and 2 strikes.
Jake not afraid to take the ball the other way, up the middle, or even pull the ball. Spray hitter.
0-2 in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, you mentioned that at the start of the broadcast, how nice it is to see the slug back for the Diamondbacks.
They needed it big time.
1-2's going to miss. And the count now evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball out into shallow right center field. And Yastrzemski able to come over and make the catch for the out. There is now 1 down, and that is going to bring up the third baseman Suarez.
Looked like that ball got a little bit in on his hands that time, a fastball. And just an easy little fly ball to center.
For the Diamondbacks, they now have 8 home runs in basically 3+ games. This will be the 4th.
Yeah, keep it going.
Suarez swings and sends a high fly ball out to deep right center field. Yastrzemski going back looking for the wall. He will not make the catch. It's off the wall. Ricochets back towards the field. Suarez on his way to third, and he is in standing with a 1-out triple.
That just came feet from getting over the wall way out by the 413 mark. But it was a high, lazy drive, and Yastrzemski had a beat on it. And it looked like he just got a little bit over anxious as he got towards the wall and kind of slowed down and lost the ball. And the ball hit about halfway up the wall. And Suarez sees it right in front of him, and he gets over to third base easily.
Here is Corbin Carroll, first pitch swinging. It's a shallow fly ball towards left. Conforto makes the catch. Suarez bluff tags. And just a money throw made by the left fielder. Suarez had been a sitting duck. And Carroll retired on 1 pitch.
Corbin tried to take that ball the other way, but it was an inside fastball, and it just looked like it got too much in on him, and he couldn't do much with it.
Now 2 outs, and that runner at third. 1-0 Diamondbacks with the lead. And by the way, for Suarez, his 14th career triple, and his first since 2022. Now the pitch to Blaze, swing and a miss. A slider, one time from Howard. The count 0-1. Candy, this is a pitcher who, look, he's been around since 2020. Came up as a 23-year-old with the Phillies. The 0-1 too high. And you look out throughout the course of his career, the thing that stands out to me, he has a really hard time keeping guys off the bases. A career 165 whip coming into this one. As the 1-1 pitch missed. The count now 2 balls and a strike.
It's an awful lot of base runners. When you have a whip that high, it just seems like you're always pitching in trouble.
Now the 2-1. Now that's going to miss for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Here to the rookie Alexander with a sizzling Marte on deck.
This is where you'd think he'd get a really good pitch to hit with Marte there, adding protection to Alexander.
3-1. Swinging a hard hit ball up the middle and through. That's a base hit. Suarez scores, and Alexander doubles the Diamondback lead.
Right up the middle. Nicely done. Fastball a little bit middle in maybe, and he just shot it right past Howard into center field. I mean, this ball was kissed pretty good.
18 RBIs now on the year for Blaze. And back to the top of the order, and Cattell with a base hit off of Miller in the first inning. Howard comes set. Now the pitch to Cattell, swung on and fouled back. That spark, that charge, that electricity. You bring the energy. We give you a place to plug it in. Talking Stick Resort, turn it on. Visit TalkingStickResort.com. You think about that series, Yankees and Giants, that just took place over the weekend as the 0-1 missed. And a pretty similar formula for New York. Slug past San Francisco and watch their offense sputter. Obviously, a lot of time left for the Giants offense to get going, but we are seeing the slug here for the Diamondbacks. 1-1 pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Cattell, watch 95 go by.
Well, already with the home run and a triple in this inning, also get a double and head for the cycle.
I like it. 1-2. Swing and a miss. High fastball. He strikes him out. Now the inning is over. Diamondbacks score twice. The home run by Gurriel, the triple, and the RBI by Alexander. And we go now into the third. 2-0 Snakes on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
Follow Arizona Sports for deep.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
Get tickets at dbacks.com.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
It is the top of the third inning, which is brought to you by Cactus Corn, Arizona's best kettle corn since 1998. As Ryan Nelson and the Diamondbacks get back to work. They're in front of the Giants 2-0, and Mike Yastrzemski takes a strike. Thousands have trusted Cactus Corn with their events, from private corporate events to fall fun fairs for the kids. Cactus Corn has been there and done that. Visit them online at cactuscorn.com to learn more. Now the 0-1 is upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike to Yastrzemski.
Good time for that first shutdown inning. D-backs did a nice job getting a couple runs on the board.
1-1 pitch, going to miss inside, and the count is 2-1.
You know, the lineup works out great now because they got 7, 8, 9 coming up right now. This is where you want to dominate.
Nelson ready, and the right-hander's 2-1. That cutter, no, that's a changeup that missed inside for ball 3. And it's pretty interesting, Candy, with the injuries to the more veteran guys in the rotation. Obviously still waiting on Eduardo Rodriguez to make his debut. That's 3-1. Swung on, that's hit in the air to left. Gurriel back on it though, has a beat on it, makes the catch. And Yastrzemski retired to begin the third.
Yastrzemski tried to hit that ball the other way. It was a fastball almost over the middle and just shot it to left field, but Gurriel right there.
Well, that brings up Casey Schmidt, but my point is, you're kind of getting a look at what the future of this rotation has a chance of being. And I think that while there is still a lot of work to be done, as the pitch misses outside and the count is 1-0, there's real encouraging signs with the emergence of Slade Ciccone, where certainly comes out of the gate strong. Just needs to work on that second and third time through. 1-0 pitch, swung on. That has popped up into shallow right, tricky play. It is Marte. Oh, what a catch on the run. Belt high, full speed, and that is out number 2.
Well, if you can remember what Willie Mays looks like with that basket catch, he was going just like towards the foul line and just at the last second stretched that glove out and caught the ball. Nice play.
That's your cool play of the game, brought to you by Chaz Roberts. Chaz Roberts serving you since 42. So when your family needs 4 generations of AC and plumbing know-how and expertise, remember, choose Chaz. I tell you, when Cattell is feeling it, the enthusiasm, it's not just with the hitting, it's with the defense and the base running as well. And you saw it on that play is now Trenton Brooks takes high and outside for ball 1. 2 outs, nobody aboard, and the 1-0 pitch is going to miss high as well. It's ball 2. So just to wrap up that point, you've got Fott kind of spearheading the rotation. You've got Montgomery kind of filling in as the top lefty and the number 2. As 2-0 is just too high. 3 balls, no strikes on the 9-hitter for the Giants. And then really it's a combination of Nelson is the 3, Ciccone is the 4, and then Walston, so to speak, is the 5. Not the current scheduled rotation, but just in general, as that's a strike.
Well, they're really testing the depth of the Diamondbacks and what Mike Hazen has been able to put together in case the main guys go down, and he's got it covered this year. These guys coming in, filling in, doing a job.
3-1. Swung on, that is lifted in the air to left. Routine though for Gurriel. He will haul it in, and the Giants down in order for the 3rd consecutive inning. We go into the bottom of the 3rd. It is the Diamondbacks 2 and the Giants nothing in the Morgan & Morgan.
There's a ball driven to deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field, and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Rex Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez. There it is, 2000, a milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh? Man, it's hard to even speak right now.
What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Call 602 Blue Sky and receive $50 off your initial service when jumping onto any Blue Sky 365 pest control program. Better technicians, better service. That's Blue Sky Pest Control.
D-back skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
We go down into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Diamondbacks are going to send up Moreno, Peterson, and Walker. And Spencer Howard, the pitch swung on, and Moreno rolls it over to short. Pretty routine play there for Schmidt. He will fire in time. And one up, one down, just like that.
Just one pitch, just a quick rollover right to shortstop.
Diamondbacks with a 2-0 lead. That means the D-backs are safe at home with Blue Sky Pest Control, the official pest control provider for the Arizona Diamondbacks in Chase Field. Peterson with a fly out to center field his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. He will take a looping breaking ball outside for ball one. Kind of made the point earlier, Candy, about how some of these free agent signings have not had the strongest first halves. That is off the plate for ball two. But the Diamondbacks, I don't know how common or uncommon it really is to get two platoon guys. 2-0 pitch is going to miss inside for ball three. I mean, you might have someone already in your system that you've kind of identified is better against one hand, but to sign someone specifically for the lefty arms and another guy for the right-handed arms, and to have the success that they're having as the 3-0 pitch for a strike, it has been a real pleasant surprise for the Diamondbacks 2 months into the season.
Yeah, and especially for Jock, you're starting to see that his power is starting to come around a little bit. That laser that he hit in New York was just punished.
There's a hard hit ball towards first. That is just foul. Goodness, Brooks was basically straddling the line. He still couldn't get to it.
109 miles an hour off the bat, too. But, I mean, what he was doing before those power numbers were coming along, he was getting on base. You know, just maybe not real hard hits, but, you know, he was doing the job.
Oof, 3-2 swing and a miss on a changeup up and away. Probably hunting for a fastball and just leaked forward.
That ball looked like it had a lot of movement to it. Changeup up in his zone, just kept tailing and tried to hold up his swing, but just couldn't do it.
And so for Howard, he's now got a couple of strikeouts. Nobody on base for Walker, hit into an inning-ending double play. First pitch, he will take outside for ball one. But you look at the numbers for Peterson, to your point, he kind of laid the foundation batting average-wise with all those singles and getting on base. 1-0 is down low. But, I mean, 7 homers and a plus 300 batting average, solid. You look at the other platoon guy in Randall Grichuk. 2-0 swing and a foul as Walker took a tumble after that swing.
He went down to a knee. Well, he wanted that slider back.
But Grichuk is hitting .291. He's got an OPS of .751. And he doesn't have a ton of homers, just the one on the year, but 7 doubles, 11 RBIs.
Yeah, I think that OPS will go up as he starts to slug a little bit more.
Swing and a miss. Good fastball that time from the right-hander, Howard. They counted 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the third. It is the first of 3 against the Giants and the first of 7 in a row against National League West division opponents. 2-2. Swing and a ball fouled away by Walker. Back-to-back heaters. And Walker stays alive. Another 2-2, another swing, and another foul.
Christian missed a good pitch there. So, I mean, sometimes you look at the location of some of the pitches that you just foul off. Some of those you really want to have back, but that was a very hittable fastball.
32 pitches thrown by Howard. He deals, and he misses off the plate as the count now runs full. By far, it's too early to look at the wild card standings with any sort of seriousness, but the third spot is occupied by a team with a record under 500. 3-2, swung on, and Walker hits it out of play once again. Giants held that spot for the better part of a couple of weeks until their current 4-game losing streak. has seen them fall a half game behind the surging Cardinals, who have won 7 of 10. And last I checked, we're off to a good start against Verlander and the Astros. 2 outs, the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, that's hit hard to right. Going back, Ramos, that is over his head, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Walker's got to hustle into second base. Here comes the throw, and it's off target as Walker is into second with a 2-out double.
Beautiful pass of the ball on a very difficult pitch. This ball was out over the plate, maybe on the borderline of being a ball or strike, but elevated. And Christian completely went with that pitch and barreled it to right field, and Ramos just couldn't do anything about it.
For Walker, that's double number 9 this year. With a 2-0 lead, Gurriel has a chance to add to it. He homered back in the second, and Howard ready the pitch. That is in there for strike 1.
D-backs just love to get Gurriel hot again. He's a difference maker when he can swing that bat and drive some runs in. Only a 670 OPS right now.
The 0-1. Swung on. That's hit to right field. Ramos racing after it. Oh, he runs it down. And the inning is over. A near gap splitter comes up short. The D-backs strand 1. And we go into the 4th. Diamondbacks.
Leadoff man aboard for the Brewers. And now here's Jackson Chourio. Chourio, deep left. Another one for the Brewers. 5th of the day for Milwaukee and for Chourio, his 5th of the season.
Yeah, that one got small in a hurry. You knew that was out. 441 feet.
A change-up left up. And Chourio sent it out of here for a 2-run shot. And a 2-hit game now for Jackson.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember. There's a ball driven to deep left field. Up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field. Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Commemorate the D-backs' historic postseason run. On June 15th, arrive early to take home the custom 4-homer tee. Get tickets at dbacks.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, you couldn't ask for a much better start for Ryan Nelson in this outing tonight. 9 up and 9 down. Brett Wisely will lead off the 4th. And Nelson's first pitch drops in the bottom of the zone for a called strike. And the count is 0-1.
Well, we can tell you, we did the numbers, and he's really, really effective against the Giants. It's like he's got their number.
0-1, check swing foul. And the count now 0-2. Right now, Power Sports and Polaris are joining forces to give away a 2024 Polaris Pro R4 Ultimate. Visit rightnow.com/D-backs for your chance to win. The 0-2, and Wisely lays off a fastball up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the kick in the 1-2, swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again.
Now, Nelson this year so far, first time through the order, hitters hitting .324 against him, not so much in this game, 9 up, 9 down. Second time through, .333 average. Third time through, .371 average. So he's kind of struggled a little bit the second and third times through, like most pitchers do.
1-2, there's a base hit into right field. Just took a cutter, did Wisely, and split the hole between second and first. And the Giants have their first base runner of the ball game.
He was trying to get the cutter on the inside part, and he just left this one down. Actually, Moreno wanted the backdoor cutter. He was sitting up away. It's an awful hard pitch for a right-handed pitcher to execute.
Patrick Bailey struck out his first time up, the only strikeout that Nelson has tonight. And the first pitch missed low and in a curveball on another count. There's a real art to being a high-volume strikeout pitcher, because I think for some people that kind of casually watch the Diamondbacks and have seen Nelson, I wonder why he doesn't strike out more. There's a quick throw to first, and back in there safely is Wisely. Fastball in the mid to upper 90s, good secondary stuff, but this is a guy who, when you look at his numbers kind of on the season, Candy, his strikeouts per 9 that come in this year about 7.
Yeah, just a tad under 7, but like you said, he's got stuff that we've seen the fastball ride up a lot higher than 94, sometimes 96, 97.
2 balls, no strikes.
And I think as he becomes more of a strike thrower, and it's not that his walk rate is, bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's under 3. But when he starts commanding the counts a little bit better, when you're getting to 0-2, 1-2, you're going to start seeing more strikeouts.
From the belt, here's a 2-0. That is at the knees for his strike. 2-0 Diamondbacks, nobody out, and a runner at first here in the 4th inning. I mean, take a guy like Brandon Pfaadt, for example. He comes across as more of a high-volume strikeout pitcher. They're about the same age. They're about the same velocity. They're both right-handed. As a 2-1. That's going to miss low and in for ball 3.
And you look at how many first pitch strikes that Brandon Pfaadt throws and how often he's ahead in the count early instead of trying to get back into the count. And that's why his strikeouts go up.
3-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a gutsy cutter there. 3-1 to throw off the plate, but he did. And now the count is full.
I'm not really sure he's trying to throw that one off the plate, but it worked out there. That's very dangerous if he doesn't swing. That's clearly a ball.
3-2, throw to first. And Wisely back again safely. Second and final disengagement used by Nelson here in this at-bat. So be curious to see if Bob Melvin puts a runner in motion. Giants being out hit here 6-1 through the first third. And the pitch runner goes. That's a swing and a foul. Oh, Bailey chased one off the plate. Good thing he got contact there. Wisely, he'd have been in some trouble.
Again, that was well off the plate there. Probably would have been ball 4.
Not a great runner is Bailey. If you can get him to put it on the ground, good chance to turn a pair. That might be why Wisely off and running. The pitch, swing, ground ball up the middle. Oh, diving his plays. Marte jumps over him, and the throw to first in time. A Cirque du Soleil play up the middle, and the Diamondbacks get it out somehow out of nothing.
Well, you're going to see this on a lot of highlights tonight. I mean, this ball's hit up the middle of the field, and a diving play by Blaze, and Marte couldn't stop himself. He had a hurdle like he's running the high hurdles and jump over Alexander, who ducked, got up, threw him out. What a great play.
First pitch swinging, line drive to center. Carroll can't reach it. That's going all the way to the wall, off the bat of Chapman. Wisely will score. Chapman thought about digging for third, but he hits the brakes after an RBI double, and the lead is down to 1.
Well, what a huge play that was now by Alexander. That was a fastball, middle in, and Chapman just right in his happy zone there and just stroked that ball right past Carroll.
Boy, that was a really quick and compact swing by Chapman. That is, if you're teaching people how to hit, that's a clip to save. With a tying run now in scoring position. And the first pitch swung on and fouled by Conforto. Giants all of a sudden trying to adopt a bit of a more aggressive approach here against the Diamondback right-hander. Nelson ready from the belt is 0-1. Swung on, and it's popped up. Right side of the infield, it is Marte who calls off Walker. And the second baseman makes the catch.
That was a big out to get right there. Conforto, like you said, he can swing the bat. Obviously, his timing's not down right now. He's coming back, but it's a big out to get regardless.
So Chapman's still in scoring position, and the batter is going to be the right fielder, Elliot Ramos. And Nelson from the belt to look at second. And now he throws outside ball one. It really makes such a difference. One pitch, the first pitch of the at-bat, whether it's a strike or not.
Really changes the whole count around.
Now the 1-0 missed, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
48 pitches now by Nelson, 29 of those strikes, 19 balls.
The 2-0, Ramos swings. We got a good pitch to hit. He fouled it away. It's 2-1.
Yeah, that had danger written all over it. Fastball in almost middle. He was all over that pitch.
And this is a situation where Ramos has really thrived this year. He is 6 for 12 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs in an inning. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Maybe the best cutter Nelson has thrown tonight. And the count even at 2-2.
Oh, it sure was, too. About 91 miles an hour. Just painted it right on the outside corner.
Righty pitcher, righty hitter. Nelson ready. He throws. And that's going to miss down low, ball 3. A slider that time. On deck is the DH Soler. Two pitch. There's a one hopper to second, and it's gobbled up by Marte. He will throw to first in time, and the inning is over. Giants have to settle for 1 on the RBI double by Chapman. We go to the bottom of the 4th. D-bag.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Brandon Lau in this photo of race fans?
Brandon Lau coming up, and Brandon's had a big night. We're seeing a 3-home run game from Brandon Lau.
He launched. That was headed up into the rings. Don't sleep on this guy. He's got some power. He's got some pop.
And the bombardment continues.
And there he is.
There it is. 2000. A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
And here's another one I believe went off the scoreboard. If you
bring Dad to Chase Field on Father's Day, Sunday, June 19th, and receive a D-backs polo shirt courtesy of Sanderson Ford. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, Jake McCarthy will lead off the home half of the 4th inning. Spencer Howard returns to the mound. First pitch. And McCarthy, an excuse me swing and miss.
That looked like one of the swings where you're looking for a fastball and you get the slider. That just happened to be a good slider.
For Howard, up to this point, he has been bending but not breaking. As the 0-1, there's a swing and a miss. That changeup has gotten a couple of swings, one from Peterson, and now the other lefty, McCarthy, where it's way off the plate, yet they can't hold back.
Yeah, both lefties, both pitches that were off the plate and high.
Well, the 0-2, mercifully for McCarthy, is in the dirt. Giants are just a group right now that is being crushed with injuries. Swing and a fly ball to center. Yastrzemski towards the left center gap will make the catch. And McCarthy, a quick first out in this fourth inning.
Second time he's made an out to Yastrzemski in center field.
The Giants, no Austin Slater. He's got a concussion. Nick Ahmed got a hurt wrist. As Suarez, who tripled his first time up, swings and misses. The count is 0-1, and then to your point, a slew of hamstring issues. 0-1 swing and a foul. Lamont Wade Jr. and Marco Luciano, one of the shortstop prospects. Wade is expected to miss at least another 3 weeks. And then you look at the pitching side of things, which is kind of how we got to this opener. As the 0-2, that's going to be low and outside. Blake Snell re-injured his groin. On the 15-day injured list. No idea when he might be coming back. There's 1-2. That is outside. And the count, a couple of balls and a couple of strikes. And the guys who either coming into the season, Giants knew they wouldn't be available or knew they weren't going to be able to use them for at least the first half of the year. There's a 2-2 missed. And the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Guys like Austin Warren and Alex Cobb, Tristan Beck, Robbie Ray. 3-2. Swung on, popped up. Out goes the shortstop, Schmidt. He'll give way to Conforto, the left fielder. And that is caught out there for the second out.
Slider, that was a pretty good hitting one there. Middle of the plate, a little bit elevated. And again, Suarez just a little bit off, got underneath it.
Carroll 0 for 1. And the pitch right there for a strike. Carroll now asking for time. The signs have been so much better with Carroll really over the last couple of weeks, as the 0-1 is a swing and a miss, but it seems to ebb and flow. There'll be 3 days where a lot of hard contact, multi-hit games scattered about. Then the next 3 or 4 days, we kind of go quiet again. As the 0-2 pitch, going to miss outside. And when it was right last year, every day you felt there was at least going to be one hit and one rocket off the bat.
Every at bat, it seemed like that.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
A little interesting this time, too, because Howard is really pitching him away. We don't see that often with Corbin. Everyone's been trying to go inside on him.
2-2, swing and a high fly ball down the left field line. Conforto drifting over into foul territory will make the catch. And that will do it for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the 4th. 1, 2, 3. We go to the 5th. Diamondbacks 2 and the Giants 1. Morgan & Morgan, Diamondbacks.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
That's
on
right.
getting them right. We have a little game for you. Are you ready? Low or Lau had his first big league hit against Nathan Eovaldi.
Wow.
No.
Oh.
Your first knock's a Baldy?
Off the end of the bat.
That's a nice one, though.
Yeah.
What were you thinking right there?
Oh, this is your first knock? That doesn't count.
Have you ever hit 1,000 for a year?
There you go.
Anticipation to see what... Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb. John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark. The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet. Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
You can buy Pepsi Zero Sugar at your nearest Fry's Food Stores location and score a deal that's out of the park with Fry's D-Backs Rewards. Visit frysfood.com/D-Backs to learn more and score big. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good.
D-Backs skipper Torey Lovullo talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 in the Arizona Sports app.
Bottom part of the order coming up for the Giants against Ryan Nelson. Anyone's ball game at this point. D-backs lead it 2-1. And the first pitch to Soler is a breaking ball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. What a journey it's been for Soler, as there's a swing and a line drive base hit towards right center. Backhand pickup made by Carroll before it split the gap. That would have been probably 3 bases. Instead, it's just a leadoff single.
Ball was really tagged. It was a fastball, middle up, and right in his powerhouse, and just hit a screamer out there. And Carroll, with the good speed, cut it off, kept him at first.
Tying run on, nobody out for Yastrzemski. Soler, no stolen base attempts this season. And the pitch. It's inside ball 1. Another misfire.
Yastrzemski really struggling this year also. Only a .212 average, 5 homers.
I'll take his strike count as 1-1. Suarez in at third. Shortstop Alexander really pinched up the middle. Now the 1-1. Swung on, grounded right to Blaze. He will glove, take his time, step on second, and rifle a throw to first for the double play.
Well done all the way around. Good pitch. Hard hit ground ball. Defense just placed perfectly. Just a 3-hopper right to Alexander, who just, like you said, blazed one over to first.
This is looking a lot more as there's a swing and a fly ball over to the left field line, and Gurriel will race after it and head first dive and make the catch. The inning is over. And a leadoff hit, a double play. Nelson faces the minimum. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Diamondbacks on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
Hey, Diamondback fans, take your best swing with a bet.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field, and gone. Welcome to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field. Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Shohei Ohtani in this photo of Dodgers fans?
He'll be the greatest baseball player of all time.
Huge history. I mean, we're not going to see this again.
What a swing for Shohei.
Ohtani picks up his $700 million player who pitches, hits home runs.
It's the newest member of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And there he is.
Sanderson Ford. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
It's the 9-1 and 2 hitters coming up for the Diamondbacks at this bottom of the 5th inning. D-backs leading at 2-1. And the pitch is outside for ball 1. Alexander with an RBI base hit back in the 2nd inning. Diamondbacks scored twice in that frame, and even though they've had hits, they haven't been able to push another run across since. Now the pitch swung on and missed. And the count is 1-1.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that early inning offense, but, well, you like to just keep adding on once you get that lead. Don't let the Giants have that feeling that they can get right back in the game.
1-1 swing and a ball hit to the netting foul. It's 1-2. Did you know D-backs ticket prices go down the closer it gets to first pitch? Download the Game Time app and authorized MLB ticket marketplace and save up to 60% off last-minute tickets today. 1-2 and the fastball missed. Count is even at a couple of balls and a couple of strikes. Howard almost up to 60 pitches. This one swung on and missed. The bat goes flying out towards the on-deck circle. And unfortunately, blazed down on strikes.
That high heater above the strike zone. I don't know if he was trying to swing at that all the way or tried to hold up maybe. Yeah, he just let that bat go.
Never a good feeling walking back to the dugout empty-handed, metaphorically or literally. As Marte, he watches the first pitch, missed low and outside, a changeup. And the count 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards second. Coming inward is Wisely. He'll glove and flip, and just like that, 2 outs, and that is 6 in a row set down here by Howard.
Yeah, certainly don't want to let him just settle in right now. But over these last 3 innings or so, that's kind of what he's been doing.
Let's see if Moreno can get his second hit of the night. 1 for 2. And the first pitch is right down the middle for a strike. But the count is 0-1. Diamondbacks in front of the Giants right now, 2-1. And that is going to be off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Howard ready, the right-hander. Kicks and delivers. And Moreno swings, hits it towards the right field line. But that'll go foul. After this series, these teams will not meet again until well after the All-Star break. In fact, it's going to be the first week of September. 3 games set in San Francisco before the final matchup is the second to last series of the year. 1-2 swung on, hit in the air to right field. Playable for Ramos. He'll make the catch. And it's a second consecutive 1-2-3 inning for Spencer Howard and the Giants. We've played 5. We go to the 6th. Diamondbacks.
Brett Rooker joining the show in studio. We're going to talk hitting. What are you thinking right here?
That's 95 at the very top, and I at least foul it off. So I know I can cover it. If I make that same move and have that same mindset, I can cover the fastball at the top. And if I can cover that fastball at the top and at least foul it off with 2 strikes, then I know I'm on the rest of the pitches, and I know I've got time to adjust to it. Can we get a side view? One of the side views back up? And I think God, he's going to work here.
I know he's definitely ready.
Here he comes.
He's ready, man.
There it is, 2000. A milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home. How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh?
Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutchen. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
Any purchase of $99 or more. And don't forget, everyone is approved for credit at Daniels. So visit danielsjewelers.com now to find the nearest store. Own the dream with Daniels Jewelers.
D-backs Front Office Focus. Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
This is a big inning for Ryan Nelson as we enter the top of the 6th. Diamondbacks hanging on to a 2-1 lead. And coming up for the Giants, it is their 9-1 and 2 hitters. Trenton Brooks, Brett Wisely, and then Patrick Bailey. D-backs, it felt like had a chance to really knock the Giants out of this one as the first one to Brooks swung on and missed. Good curveball as the count is 0-1, but they kind of let the Giants linger around this game, and now they are right there.
It's kind of become more of a pitcher's duel in this game. You thought it might be more of an offensive game, but not so much.
And the Giants have somebody up in their bullpen. Here is the 0-1 from Nelson. And Brooks swings, hits it in the air to left. Gurriel heading towards the line. Now he slows, reaches up, and plucks it out of the air for the out.
Might have been a little gamesmanship that time by Ryan Nelson, just waiting for that clock timer to get way down, as he just held the ball for a long time on the mound before delivering that pitch. And it might have upset the timing of Brooks a bit.
Well, he was perfect, was Nelson, through the order the first time, and then wisely ripped a single into right field. He's now 1 for 2. And there's a swing and an absolute bullet towards the right field corner. That ball is going to hit off the netting. It's fair. And into second goes Wisely with a 1-out double.
That's an inside cutter. And remember that the last time he was trying to pitch, the first 2 times both, he was throwing him a lot of cutters in. And he was ready for that one.
And had a chance being a game-tying home run instead for Wisely, his second double of the year. And here's the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. Grounded out his last time up on a superb play up the middle by Alexander. And now the first pitch from Nelson is outside, ball 1. Here's the kind of the tough spot for the Diamondbacks. Nelson, on the one hand, his pitch count is so low, you'd argue that he is pitching really efficiently and pretty dominantly. 1-0 pitch. There's the ball's hooked foul. 1 ball and 1 strike, but when you kind of look under the hood of this game, Nelson has fallen behind quite a number of hitters, and it's been a vastly different story first time through the lineup versus the second time through the order. Contact has been much more loud for San Francisco. 1-1. Going to miss inside. And now 2 balls, 1 strike the count.
I think that San Francisco's also trying to, I think they're starting to figure him out, that they're getting a lot of cutters and sliders inside. He's really got to start making use of the changeup or else commanding his fastball away.
There's a swing and a line drive to right, and McCarthy makes a tumbling catch. Wisely tags from second and moves to third on the play. And Alexander going to step on second base to make sure he didn't leave early. I think the D-backs might want to challenge this. I thought, too, for a second, Wisely had a little bit of a quick start, but...
Third baseman.
D-backs might not challenge.
This was another ball that was on the inside part of the plate, a changeup, an off-speed pitch, and hammered. Nice play by McCarthy going down to catch that ball before it hit the turf.
2 down now for Chapman, who doubled home a run his last time up. Now he swings and got another pretty good pitch to hit. And he fouled it back. The count 0-1. 2-1 Diamondbacks, 2 outs at the top of the 6th inning. Wisely the tying run as Nelson comes set. And the 0-1 is upstairs for ball 1. It kind of felt like in the early part of Nelson's career, Candy, out of the gate you'd see 96 and 97s because he was just going max effort from the very first pitch. 1-1. There's a check swing roller towards short. Alexander charges gloves and throws to first in time. The inning comes to an end. Giants get a double. They do not score. And the Diamondbacks go to the bottom of the 6th inning, leading San Francisco 2-1 on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
If you had it your way, Sagittarius, you would play as many positions on the field as possible. But since you can't be everywhere at once, relying on trusted teammates to give you the finer points of fielding could get you closer to your dream of playing all over the diamond.
Anticipation to see what...
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run, a 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
Backs polo shirt courtesy of Sanderson Ford. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
D-backs skipper Torey Lovullo talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Earn points for D-backs rewards on game tickets, exclusive merchandise, and more by shopping Coors Light at Fry's Food Stores. Visit frysfood.com/D-backs for details. It'll be Jock Peterson to lead it off against Spencer Howard, who is probably going a little bit further than I think Bob Melvin was anticipating, but it's a 2-1 game, so why not? As the 1-0 is also going to miss outside. 2 balls, no strikes, the count.
Well, the D-backs just haven't figured him out yet, and especially that changeup he's been throwing.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a swing and a rocket out towards right field, and Ramos runs it down. That is the second time tonight. And the Diamondbacks have just pummeled one to right field, but Ramos made the play.
111.2 miles an hour. That ball was really leaned on. Unfortunately, it didn't have any elevation to it.
I mean, if you're hitting the ball 111 miles an hour, you're doing a lot of things right, and that's just baseball sometimes being baseball.
Yep.
Here's Walker, and he will swing and pop up the first pitch on the infield. I'm going to guess that was not 111, as the catch is made by Wisely. 2 down.
No, that was more the 79 vicinity. Slider, a pretty good one, too, in Fold Christian.
That is it for Spencer Howard. So it looked like it was going to be just an awful night at the office, but he settled in and is able to pump out a fine effort in relief. 4 2/3, giving up just the
Can you find Pete Alonso in this sea of Mets fans?
Alonso drives one deep left field, and it's out of here. Pete Alonso with his second home run of the day. Pete Alonso keeps on raking. Just very strong.
And there he is.
Left field. McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
Brett Rooker joining the show in studio. We're going to talk hitting. What are you thinking right here?
That's 95 at the very top, and I at least foul it off. So I know I can cover it. If I make that same move and have that same mindset.
Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, a new pitcher for the Giants, pretty much a giant himself. It is Sean Jelly, 6'11". Yeah, the first pitch to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Jelly, last name spelled H-J-E-L-L-E, 27 years old, out of Minnesota. Now the 0-1 pitch is going to miss. The count is 1-1 strike.
Well, he definitely throws downhill. Big, tall frame, and that ball just going straight down.
Not exactly overpowering velocity in the way you think of a guy like Randy Johnson for all of his height and stature, but he's pitched well this year, a 2.70 ERA, as now the pitch is a generous strike call there to make it 2-2.
I think the impressive thing is only 4 walks, 22 strikeouts, and 0.99 whip.
Jelly winds, now the 2-2 is going to miss down low for ball 3. He even comes almost set looking for the sign like Randy did, puts the glove right just below his eyes. All right, now time going to be called by Gurriel. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Diamondbacks in front of San Francisco 2-1. And Jelly fires. Gurriel fouls it away. Fastball in near the knuckles.
Yeah, a lot of movement. You know, he's not an over-the-top guy, as you were mentioning, where he's really getting, the 4 seams really working for him. More of a 2-seamer, but a lot of lateral movement to it.
3-2. Swinging a ground ball to short. Schmidt has it. And after a couple of pumps, throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Giants pitching has retired 10 Diamondbacks in a row, and we are off to.
There it is, 2000, a milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh? Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing.
What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform.
That's what means the most right there.
There's a ball driven in deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field, and gone to into Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez. Left field, McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night, and it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
And here's another one I believe went off the scoreboard. If you
Hey, D-backs fans, Dr. Jay Schwartz, the team eye doctor for your Arizona Diamondbacks, has 3 Valley locations, one in Mesa, one in Scottsdale, and one in...
2-1 lead. And Michael Conforto to lead it off. First pitch, a high fastball strike. And the count 0-1. Conforto, Ramos, and Soler, 4, 5, and 6. Remember, Conforto first day back from the injured list as the 0-1 is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Haven't really had to see him run much after having a bad hammy. A 1-1 pitch. That's going to miss inside. The cutter from Nelson. Now the count swings in Conforto's favor. It's 2-1.
Well, he definitely has been keeping that cut fastball inside on the lefties. Sometimes a little too far inside, but he's been in that general vicinity.
2-1 pitch is high and outside, ball 3. And the Diamondbacks, it doesn't appear to have anybody up in the bullpen. Again, pitch count only at around 71, and they're in the middle of a stretch where they still don't have an off day until a week from today. 3-1. Conforto swings, lifts it in the air to shallow left field, and Gurriel is there to make the play.
Anytime you can get outs when you fall behind in the count 3-1 and just groove a fastball and just get an easy, lazy fly ball, I mean, that's just money.
There's the right fielder Ramos, 0 for 2, but he's made a couple of really nice reactive plays in right field. As the pitch to him here is swung on, that's lifted in the air to deep right center field. Carroll going back, and he will turn and watch this one get out of here for a game-tying dead center home run. Number 4 on the year, and we are tied at 2.
Slider right on the outside corner. The only thing wrong with that pitch was it was just a little bit too up in the zone. And that would enable Ramos to really get some backspin on this ball. And that's where the carry came in, and it just got right over the wall.
I mean, that is onto the porch, and an opposite field shot at that. And now here is Soler. And that is swung on, lifted in the air to center. Carroll goes back a couple of steps. Now he reaches up, and he makes the catch. 2 outs for Yastrzemski.
Almost the same type of pitch, maybe just a little farther off the plate is all, but Soler chasing it.
Yastrzemski hit into a double play his last time up. And Nelson's pitch swung on, that's hit out to deep right field. McCarthy back onto the track, and he will make the catch in front of the wall. And the inning comes to an end. Giants tie it, though, on the 4th home run of the season by Heliot Ramos. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time in the desert. 2-2.
Time for the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go. Listen to the cheers. They're heading for home. It's too close to call. Here's the play of the plate. It's the Dodgers. Congratulations on winning the great mascot race.
There's a ball driven to deep left field, up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field, and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field, Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Skipper Torey Lovello talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 in the Arizona Sports app.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Arizona Diamondbacks. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Bottom of the 7th means the 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Arizona Complete Health, transforming the health of the community one person at a time. Sean Jelly is still on the mound for the Giants. He works to McCarthy. The first pitch is down low for ball 1. 2-2 our score in the 7th as McCarthy now swings and hits a bouncer foul. 1-1. D-backs got off to a 2-0 start in the second. They have not scored since. And have not had a base runner since the 3rd inning. Now that pitch is a strike, and the count 1-2.
It'd be awful nice to get something going here towards the bottom part of the order. Some traffic on bases.
1-2, and McCarthy looks at strike 3.
Fooled him with the slider. Maybe a knuckle curve, as it says, but had the action of a slider and just locked him up.
City of Hope Cancer Center is making major breakthroughs in treating cancer, pioneering technologies with life-saving speed. Now, the experts are closer to home, turning hope into reality. Learn more at cityofhope.org. There's a big swing and a miss by Suarez. Maybe not a miss, might have been a foul ball, and it caught a piece of Bailey. Count is 0-1.
Ball well off the plate away, but Suarez in that aggressive mode went after a pitch that was out of the strike zone.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. The head, the shoulders, everything flew open on that swing. And the count is 0-2.
I mean, he's just staying on the outside part of the plate.
0-2, down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Suarez a triple back in the second. And then eventually scored on the base hit by Alexander. 1-2, wave and a miss, and Suarez down on strikes.
A little bit more difficult for the Diamondback hitters to really pick up the release point. A lot higher than that of Howard.
Well, this is quite the matchup here. Jelly versus Carroll.
Yeah.
And the right-hander's first toss is a very high strike. Goodness, count is 0-1.
High and in. I said a lot of movement.
Now the 0-1, and it hit Carroll.
No, that was the cutter trying to get it in the same place inside, but yanked out it a little bit too much and clipped Corbin a little bit. Now you got speed on the bases.
So all of a sudden, with a couple of outs, the Diamondbacks could potentially steal second and get that tying, I should say, go-ahead run in scoring position. And Alexander already has one 2-out RBI hit. We're going to see if he can find his second.
Well, I would think that the Diamondbacks, as long as Corbin can get any kind of look against Jelly there, he's got to be running.
not seen anything from Jelly that would suggest a real quick delivery to the plate. Granted, he works out of the windup with nobody on, and this is the first time the Diamondbacks have had a base runner on. Still, when you stand at 6'11", a lot of effort to try and get to home. And his fastball velocity good, but not by any means vastly superior.
You're talking about Bailey, as you were talking earlier about his release point and his arm strength.
Long hold, quick throw to first. Carroll back with a dive. That's one of two disengagements. I wouldn't be surprised if Carroll tries to run on the very first pitch.
Get in scoring position. I mean, use those legs.
Now time called, and I believe that is a second. No, it's going to be a mound visit, not a disengagement. Bailey talking to Jelly right now. It almost feel like Bailey should step on top of the rubber and have Jelly be more down to the landing spot so they can talk eye to eye.
Bring a little footstool out there with you.
Blaze has just been standing in the box waiting for a pitch. There's Jelly. He throws. And the first one taken high. Throw to first. Back in there safely. Not overly quick to the plate on that pitch. We're tied at 2 in the 7th. Here's the 1-0. And Alexander swings and fouls one back.
Boy, that was his pitch there. 95 with some movement, but right over the heart of the plate.
On 1. That is outside for ball 2. Good patience there from Blaze.
That's a great take. Swing that count in your favor.
Carroll wants to go. He holds, and the 2-1 high, chopper up the middle, and the only play to first, not going to be made in time by Wisely. It's an infield hit. And the Diamondbacks now with first and second, 2 down, and the top of the order coming up.
See, little hits like this means the baseball gods are in your favor. It's the chopper in the middle part of the infield, and good speed by Alexander, and he beats it out. Now you got a couple guys on with Ketel Marte, your best hitter, coming up.
Jelly struck out the first 2, then a hit by pitch and a single, and here we are with Marte, who is 1 for 3. And the first one is taken for a strike. Good sinking fastball, bottom of the zone. Here's the 0-1. That is upstairs. 94 miles an hour, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, you could not have put Ketel in a more pressure-packed situation than yesterday's game. You're down 1, you're the go-ahead run, and he hit a bomb. Now he takes in tight as the 1-1 missed, and the count is back in his favor. It's 2 balls, 1 strike.
Well, the more at-bats you can get Ketel where he could do some damage, change the score. I mean, this is what you want. He's your star.
The 2-1. It's popped up on the infield. Bailey creeps up the third base line, helmet in hand. He'll make the catch. And the inning is over. D-backs get 2 on. They cannot score. And we go to the 8th, tied at 2 on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
We do not mess up your name. We pride ourselves here on MLB Central.
That's right.
Right?
That's
on
right.
Getting them right. We have a little game for you. Are you ready? Blower Lau had his first big league hit against Nathan Eovaldi.
Wow.
No.
Oh. Your first knock's Eovaldi?
Off the end of the bats.
That's a nice one, though.
Yeah.
What were you thinking right there?
Oh, this is your first knock? That doesn't count.
Have you ever hit 1,000 for a year?
There you go.
anticipation to see what...
Oh, goodness! That ball had a family! In game 2, his first home run. A 2-run bomb.
John, that wasn't just a home run. That ball almost exited the ballpark.
The hardest hit ball by a Red this year. It brought everyone to their feet.
I am a Philadelphia Philly.
To Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. 2 properties, 1 amazing club, offering limitless fun on the 101. Discover the best in the valley at saltriverrewards.com.
The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Well, we go into the 8th inning, and Ryan Nelson, who has thrown the ball really well tonight, is back on the bump facing the shortstop, Casey Schmidt. Nelson ready. The pitch to Schmidt is shot back up the middle. That's a leadoff base hit. The contact has been getting harder and harder, Candy, and that's another well-struck hit for the Giants.
Velo down a little bit on that first pitch, too, at 92. Might have been the softest fastball that he's thrown in this game, and Schmidt just turned it right around.
D-backs are going to bring out Brent Strom for a mound visit as Ryan Thompson quickly getting up and getting loose. The career high for innings and a start by Nelson, 7 1/3 last year on the road against the Angels. And he might not be given an opportunity to do that. This might just be a talk and a stall tactic, and we might see a high five from Strami to Torrey when he gets back to the dugout to get him out of the game. We'll see. You got the lefty Trenton Brooks at the plate right now. So the conversation is over.
Not quite sure what Brooks is going to do right here, so Suarez is going to have to play in on the grass, just in case he wants to sacrifice.
2 flyouts to left field for Brooks here tonight. And Nelson spins, throws to first, and wisely, pardon me, that is Schmidt, is back in with a dive. Giants not a real aggressive base-stealing team. Schmidt has not attempted a stolen base this year. And his first pitch to Brooks, that is a strike called. Fastball again, only at 92 miles an hour, but it was well located. The count is 0-1.
Didn't look like he had any inclination at all to try to drop down a bunt. So we look for the double play ball.
That is off speed. It missed high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Nelson has 1 strikeout in this ball game, and that came to the second batter of the game.
Yeah, and the key is no walks. Been a big key for him.
1-1 pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball to first. Walker Glove steps on the bag. Throws to second. What a double play turn.
What a play by Walker. Ball hit hard. Christian, no panic at all. Tags the base, so you get rid of the force. And the throw to second base was just absolutely perfect. Doesn't have a lot of time at all to create a throwing lane, so he's got to throw with the runner Schmidt going right into Alexander, and he just gives him a perfect feed.
And with that double play, Nelson now has a new career high. 7 2/3 in the books. His day is done. What a performance he has turned in. And a call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play to new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Ryan Thompson, the new pitcher, will fill you in on his stats right after this on the Morgan.
Smash to right center. First big league Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
There it is, 2000, a milestone moment for a Pittsburgh icon back home.
How good is it that they can enjoy that here in Pittsburgh? Man, it's hard to even speak right now. What a beautiful thing. What a wonderful achievement for Andrew McCutcheon. 2,000 career hits, and to do that in a Pirate uniform. That's what means the most right there.
Listen, I've been following you for a while, man. Bottom line is you get your A swing off and generate a lot of pop.
I just want to go.
I'm getting this A to B.
Oh, man. Straight to the ball, barrel. Hitting the ball is the hardest thing to do. I'm a person from 00. I'm looking for spin. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to look for spin, but I'm going to time up a fastball. 00, if you spin it, I'm swinging. Like, if you spin it in the middle, I'm going to destroy it.
D-backs Front Office Focus, Wednesday mornings at 11:45 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
That spark, that charge, that electricity. You bring the energy. We give you a place to plug it in. Talking Stick Resort, turn it on. Visit TalkingStickResort.com. What a game we have on our hands here. Tied at 2. At 2 outs, top of the 8th inning is the leadoff hitter Wisely will face the right-hander Ryan Thompson. Thompson ready, first pitch. And a fastball right down the middle for a strike will make the count 0-1.
Boy, how good has Thompson been for the Diamondbacks? Just outstanding. A whip of a 0.93.
ERA little over 1. And with 2 outs, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Chopper right back into the glove. It's stuck in the webbing for a moment. Now he gets it out, throws to first in time. And the inning is over. All Thompson needs is a couple of pitches. We're done with the top of the 8th. And Gabby Moreno leads off the bottom of the 8th in a tie game when we come back on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
Smash to right center. First big league hit. And here he goes. Lightning speed. De La Cruz up to second. A stand-up double. That was 112 off the bat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. This kid is electric. First career double, first career base hit.
McCormick back. It's over his head. The Guardians walk it off. Chill Will Brennan gives the Guardians their only lead of the night. And it only took 14 innings to get there. His first career walk-off hit will be one to remember.
Anderson Ford. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
D-back skipper Torey Lovullo talks with Burns and Gambo Friday afternoons at 2:30 on Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
It is the bottom of the 8th inning. The Giants and the Diamondbacks are tied at 2. And the new pitcher for San Francisco is the right-hander Tyler Rogers. Rogers, the side armor, first pitch down the middle, strike to Moreno. And the count is quickly 0-1.
Need a base runner. Get him on, get him over, get him in.
That's going to be outside. Going to the bullpen, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play in a new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. There's a 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2. 31st appearance of the year. An 0-1 record and a 2.89 ERA. So like Ryan Thompson, doesn't throw hard, but it's a funky, awkward delivery. And he does a good job getting the most out of that low velocity fastball. 1-2. That's outside.
Nice take.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a down from under Frisbee that he throws. You see a lot of right-handed batters chase that ball out of the strike zone. Nice take by Gabby.
Swing and a miss. A 74 mile per hour slider induces the first strikeout of the 8th inning.
Yeah, almost the same exact pitch. This one a little closer to being a strike. They got the swing and miss.
Here is Peterson. He is 0 for 3. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sinker there, and the count is 0-1. One out, the 0-1 pitch. That is in there for strike 2.
Peterson didn't think so, and he might be right.
The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to your favorite park. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today. 0-2, there's a slow one. And Peterson doing just enough to foul it away. You were just watching some college baseball at the regional. Katie, how many guys do you think you saw who throw harder than Tyler Rogers?
Pretty much about 99% of them. They might not be that effective, though.
The 0-2 is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, that's not meant as disrespect towards the Giants right-hander. It's honestly just more awe of how he's got a sub-3 ERA and has been pitching for as long as he has.
Yep, and he's found himself a niche.
And he's got himself a 2nd consecutive strikeout.
Again, the release point is so low. It's not even sidearm. It's so down under that the ball has a strange action. I mean, that's inches from touching the mound.
It just takes 1 swing for the Diamondbacks. They've had 1 base hit since the 4th inning. And the pitch is inside ball. Oh, man. Well, it wasn't called ball 1.
Well, you're right. It was inside.
No balls and a strike. Walker 1 for 3 with a double. Ryan Addington having a little hard time picking up the ball also out of Rogers' hand as that slider missed way outside. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, so often when we see left-on-left matchups, you want to see those hitters go the opposite way. Now the 1-1 fastball, that's going to miss for ball 2. With a guy like Rogers, it feels like that approach for right-handed hitters would be greatly beneficial with all the run that slider gets. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a foul.
That was right what you were talking about, too. That slider had a lot of the middle part of the plate. It was down. But just a little bit of run away from the right-hander. You think that a right center swing would be perfect for it.
And believe me, easier said than done when you're sitting up here.
It's all easy up here.
2-2. Swing and a foul. Diamondbacks with 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. They have not scored since. The Giants got an RBI double from Chapman in the 4th and a home run from Ramos in the 7th. Now the pitch, a jam shot pop-up, and Chapman will come in to make the catch. It's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th inning. We go to the 9th, tied at 2 on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
wherever you get your podcasts. The home of Arizona Diamondbacks baseball is Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. The Arizona Diamondbacks play here. Arizona Sports 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Top of the ninth inning. Giants 2 and the Diamondbacks 2, but the Giants have the real heart of their order coming up. 2, 3, and 4. Bailey, Chapman, and Conforto. As Ryan Thompson ready for work, and the first pitch is a inside strike. Here to the switch hitting catcher.
Yeah, this is the big part of their order now. The 2, 3, 4 hitters want to get this first guy out.
Here's the 0-1. Bailey thought about it, did not swing. One ball and one strike. Thompson kicks, steals, and Bailey rolls it over to first. Walker has it. He will underhand the toss. Nice little PFP, and one up and one down to begin the ninth inning.
Bailey just kind of trotting down the line also gave the Diamondbacks plenty of time to get him.
Meanwhile, double barrel action up in the Giant bullpen. Randy Rodriguez and Camilo Doval. I imagine Rodriguez for the tie and Doval if the Giants take the lead. The less you can see of Doval, the better.
I agree. And we've seen way too much of him in the past.
Chapman 1 for 3 with a double. First pitch from Thompson, sinker, grabs the bottom part of the zone, and it's a called strike. Well, now the real power coming up for the Giants. As the 0-1 pitch, swung on and sharply grounded. Oh, diving pickup by Alexander. Throw to first, gets past Walker. It ricochets off the Giants dugout, bounces back towards first, and Moreno will pick it up, but that is going to be a base hit. I'm not sure the throw would have beat him anyways, but a fine effort made by Blaze.
It's one thing the Giants have in Chapman is a guy that's going to hustle every single time. Alexander made a great play and throw it just off a little bit. Christian just couldn't handle it.
I think that would have got him too after looking at that replay. It's a base hit for Chapman. The go-ahead run in the 8th inning aboard, and now here is Conforto. Conforto hitless in his return off the injured list, but he has put the ball in the air twice in his last 2 at-bats. Here's the pitch, and Thompson misfired with a sinker. 1 ball, no strikes. D-backs hoping to put a 0 on the board and then pick up their 4th walk-off win of the year. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit left side foul. 1-1 on Conforto.
Another dangerous hitter because Conforto does have power, but he does like to go foul line to foul line. He'll use the whole field. You can't really shift on him or even shade on him in the outfield.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Excellent fastball, low and in. And the count now 1-2. Season in the big leagues for Conforto. He spent the first 7 with a team the D-backs just took the last 2 from, the Mets. With 1 out, here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 down in the 9th.
Premium pitch that time. The sinker starts about shin high and ends up about almost on the dirt. And he got him to chase it. That's a great pitch.
And now here is Elliot Ramos, who hit a long home run his last time up. Here's the pitch. He will take a little bit inside. And the count is 1-0. 9th inning, game tied at 2. Each team with 7 hits. But the Giants have the go-ahead runner on at first. And now Thompson going to step off and just snowball one over to first.
Yeah, Chapman's not a guy that's going to run with Moreno behind the plate. But what he does have, he hustles hard, and the ball's hitting the gap. That's where he can use speed.
Runner goes. That's a base hit into left center field. Rounding second on his way to third. Gurriel's got to be quick with it. He just comes up firing to the cutoff man. And Walker picks it up on the mound. But Ramos has his second hit of the night. And now the Giants have runners at first and third with 2 outs for Soler.
That's what I was talking about right there. Chapman, gets off. He's going on the pitch, and this ball's hit on the ground, and he is motoring. And Matt Williams gave him the stop sign to keep his eye on the ball. And that's a nice play by Gurriel once again, who's made a number of nice plays in this game. Get that ball back in.
Soler 1 for 3. Diamondbacks are challenging Soler to roll one through the right side of the infield. Right on right, and the first pitch missed outside for ball 1. The shortstop Alexander is shaded more towards third than second, and the second baseman Marte playing up the middle, really protecting the second base bag. So there's a huge gap between first and second. And now the 1-0. Inside to Soler, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes.
Got Yastrzemski on deck. Left-handed hitter. Looks like no one throwing in the D-backs pen.
2 outs, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Suarez gloves it in fair territory. He throws high to first, and it's not in time. Walker had to jump off the bag. He thought he put a tag down on Soler, but he's not sure. And the Diamondbacks, they're going to challenge.
Yeah, it was a high throw by Suarez, but it was a difficult hop. It looked like it might have been caught part of the bag at third. And that ball was up in the air.
Arizona's challenging the safe call at first base.
And I think Christian might have tagged him with the glove.
This replay review brought to you by Planet Fitness. Get fit for less than $10 a month. I think he did.
So close to tell, unless you really slow this down. Soler's a tall guy. I couldn't tell if his foot was on the bag or not, but a nice play by Christian Walker.
Look at Soler's plant foot. He has got it square on the middle as opposed to trying to get that toe on the very front of the bag.
Review the call, and the field is looking for the runner is out.
It's overturned. Walker saves the day, and the Giants do not score. We go to the 9th inning. The Diamondbacks look to walk it off when we come back on the Morgan & Morgan Diamondbacks Radio Network.
Crom kicks and deals, and Manny hits one in the air to deep left field. Marsh goes back. He's going to watch this one. Gonna go! Career home run number 300 for Manny Machado. There's a ball driven to deep left field. Up and gone to the home run court. Jose Ramirez, home run number 7. There's another long fly ball. Deep center field and gone to Souvenir City. Career home run number 200 for Jose. Right field. Ref Snyder back. He's going to wave goodbye. It's the first 3-homer game in the career of Jose Ramirez.
Now it's time for Eyes on the Ball Player. Can you find Chris Bryant in this photo of Rockies fans?
Chris Bryant's whole career, he's been the favorite son, first-round pick, number 2 in the country. Now you're an established veteran.
Won an MVP, played in a World Series, won a World Series.
It is a home run! Hit it from Berkeley! Chris Bryant's out of here!
That's got to make him feel pretty good.
And there he is.
And receive a D-backs polo shirt courtesy of Sanderson Ford. Get your tickets at dbacks.com.
tied up bottom of the ninth. Will the D-backs walk off? D-backs baseball on Arizona Sports 98.7.
This is a big spot right now for the rookie Randy Rodriguez. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play to new Ford at Sanderson Ford. Rodriguez with good stuff, Candy. 1-0 record, a 2.60 ERA. It's his 11th appearance of the season. He's got a whip of 1.15. He throws to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Bottom of the ninth, tied at 2. And the first pitch is 97, but it missed inside for ball 1.
Little different action on his fastball than what you've seen, you know, even between Rogers and Jelly. More of a conventional type.
And he wastes no time, whips out the slider. He's swinging a miss. The count is 1-1. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Sanderson Ford. Best play to new Ford is at Sanderson Ford. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss again. A second slider. This one tumbled out of the zone. And now Gurriel down 1-2.
That was a pretty filthy one, too. Started a little bit low and then really dove down.
And now all of a sudden, after throwing a few pitches,
it's pitch calm.
It's just been a mound visit itself, but the Giants signed Rodriguez when he was a 17-year-old international free agent. Finally able to break through this year. And now his 1-2 pitch is just off the outside corner low. Count evened up at 2-2.
Well, when you throw 97 and you have a slider like this kid, that's pretty potent stuff.
2-2. Outside ball 3.
Just missed. He's a strike thrower, too. He doesn't walk that many guys. Just missed with that 98.
Here's the 3-2. Slider missed inside of all places. And Gurriel not going to be cheated on that swing. Tied at 2 in the bottom of the ninth inning. And the 3-2 pitch to Lourdes. Swing and a miss. Slider that fell right out of the strike zone.
Probably the best slider he threw that whole at bat. And it was just filthy. Nowhere close to it.
Well, this is an interesting matchup here. McCarthy versus Rodriguez. McCarthy with his speed, the occasional power. Now the first pitch is a backdoor slider that missed outside for ball 1.
One guy you'd really like to have on base right now is Jake McCarthy with that speed.
Rodriguez fires, and that is a fastball on the inner third for a strike. These are two teams that, frankly, were probably coming into this one hoping they would avoid extras, both decimated with injuries, especially on the pitching side. There's a 1-1. That's down low, ball 2. McCarthy hitless so far tonight. And now the 2-1. There's a slider, outer third for a called strike. The count evens up now at 2-2. Rodriguez, he throws. Slider lifted down the left field line. That's going to drop fair for a base hit. He's on his way to second. And Conforto will calmly pick the ball up, throw it to third. A bloop double puts the winning run in scoring position.
That's all it takes is contact. And just a little inside-out number right inside the foul line. Easy double for McCarthy.
And now the Diamondbacks going to go to the bench here and bring in a pinch hitter. The right-hander Suarez was due up. But here comes Pavin Smith to try and be a hero off the bench.
just any kind of base hit now will score McCarthy with that great speed. And not only the speed that he has, but the secondary leads that he gets. So just any kind of hit by Pavin right now should end this game. Another thing that McCarthy's really good at is stealing third base. And right now with one out, it's a golden opportunity if he wants to try to do that.
The shortstop Schmidt playing up the middle, trying to keep McCarthy close to the bag. Here's the pitch, and Pavin takes outside ball one. And Pavin more of a contact hitter, but really possesses a good eye at the plate, especially in high leverage situations. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a drive deep to center field. Going back, Yastrzemski onto the track, onto the wall, gone! Pavin sends him home as he hits one towards the moon. And the Diamondbacks win by a final of 4-2.
98 miles an hour, and Pavin Smith turned that around. And no doubt about it, over the line, out in center field, gone, walk it off.
It is a 4-2 final, a monster home run for Pavin off the bench, and an instant hero for the Diamondbacks as the good times roll along here in Phoenix. It is his second home run of the season, and it comes in the most dramatic fashion possible as the D-backs pick up their fourth walk-off victory of the season. And our very own Steve Zinsmeister standing by with a hero, Pavin Smith.
Pavin, you get the walk-off homer. How does that feel? And take me through what you saw at the plate.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Jake get a double right before me. I didn't know if I was hitting, but I was just prepared to do what the team needed, prepared in the cage like I do every day, and paid off.
How quickly do you have to get ready for a pinch hit opportunity like that? How much time in advance do you know you're heading to the plate? Doused with water on the field, guys. How's that feel?
I knew like 10 seconds before, but I had been preparing the whole day in the cage.